Hi guys, Dazzie here again. This time with a good old-fashioned comic book haul. This time it's episode 71. And as always, they come from various sources. They come from eBay, from LCS's, from a road trip I went to in Weston-super-Mare. And I even had some real good joy at the car boot, but it could have been a lot better. Could have been. I'll get to that story in a little while. Let's get into the books. 28 to show you guys. So I was at the car boot the other day, and I noticed a guy who had a box of comics out the front of his store. Car boot was basically like a garage sale, I suppose, across the pond. Well, a mixture of a garage sale and a yard sale and a flea market sale, I guess. Basically, cars come up, they open up the boots of the cars, take everything out, and you just rummage through. Like I said, a guy had some boxes out the front, and I asked how much, and he said £1 a comic. So I had a look through, and one caught my eye, which we'll get to in a little while. And I picked up the one and I took it to him, and he said, "I've got a load more in the back of the car, if you fancy having a look through." I thought, oh yeah, happy days. You never know what you've got to find. He said there's a lot more modern books. So I looked through, and straight away I could tell there was a bit of gold in there, you know. There's a nice run of Amazing Spider-Man. Not the first series, but the 2014 series. There was some New 52 stuff there. A couple of books that I was delighted to find, actually, and some I've missed out on, and I'll tell you why. So I then I picked out 21 books out of these two short boxes. Some that I were from my PC, and some I knew I could make a few quid on. For instance, there was a Batman #1, U52, looked in good nick too. And I thought, happy days, 21 bucks, 21 quid. So I take it out the front, and he says, I said, 21 quid then, mate? He said, no, because he saw that I knew my stuff and I was taking quite a while. And he said, yeah, that'd be £10 a book. 10 quid a book? Have I got mug right on my face? And he said, yeah, well, I wanted to sell these in lots. So I said, well, you just told me to go and have a look. I mean, if you tell me they're £10 a book, I'm probably not even going to have a look. But it is what it is. And I picked out 4 more books, and I managed to get them down to £3 a piece. 2 I'm delighted to add to the PC. 2 I thought were something perhaps that weren't so good, but I still think I can make a couple of quid on. First of the books was Damien, son of Batman. Anything Damien Wayne is pretty hot right now. Like I say, £3 I'm not too happy about. But this seems to be going for 6 to 7 on eBay. See if I can double my money. I think I picked this up because I thought initially it was an encyclopedia. I've got a DC encyclopedia where it talks about Damien. Obviously, the Batman, is it 655 is his first appearance, I believe. But I think there's an appearance of him as a baby, but I'm not sure it is that book. Picked up this one again. This is Harley Quinn Invades Comic Con International San Diego. Haven't seen this book before. Again, Harley Quinn's a pretty big seller. I thought it might go for a little bit more. I didn't know whether it was an exclusive to start with when I saw the Comic Con part on there. But again, it's a £7 to £8 book, so I might make a fiver. You never know. I'll get to the better books from that man in a little while. Okay, it was in one of my LCS's, Planet All Stars in Gloucester, and I noticed 2 new long boxes. Or were they short boxes? It might have been short boxes, but he said, I said to my friend Aaron, I said, oh, a couple of new boxes. He said, yeah, but they've been picked clean. He said, you'll do well to find anything in there. You know me, I like that challenge. So he got digging. I found 1 or 2 good things. 50p a comic, so I couldn't really say no. First up is just a run filler, because eventually, you know, I don't do runs on comics, but Showcase is my favourite DC series, old school Showcase. And this was just for 50p, issue 102. This is the 3rd appearance of Hyanthus and Chronos. I got their first appearance the other day. So happy to add that to the PC. 50p. There's a little bit missing off the back cover, but like I say, it's not going anywhere. Then Comic Vantage, although it was small when I picked these up. This is probably my 5th or 6th copies of these now. Darker Image, issue number 1. This is the first preview appearance of the Max, who is Dave. The first preview appearance is also of Deathblow, who is Michael Cray, and Bloodwolf, and Miles Craven, who is Miles Jeremiah Craven. Now these copies I picked up for the sole reason they came with the Max cards in the back. Yep, I picked up 2 copies. The Max cards. So I had the previous one where I think it might have been Bloodwolf cards in the back, something like that. But I didn't have the Max ones. One for the PC, one to move on. This was an upgrade. There was an animated series coming from where is it coming from? I don't know. It's on one of the kids' channels, isn't it? And the series is Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur, which is coming at some point down the line. So I picked up this one, an upgrade. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur issue 33. This is the first full appearance of Devin Dinosaur, the human incarnation of Devil Dinosaur. Picked this up for £1 at the car boot from a different seller, but I was a little bit annoyed with that. This well, I don't know whether I can be annoyed. Basically, the guy was selling a load of Pokemon cards, and they were bagged, and they were all in bags, and they were all in boxes too, and they looked real McCoy for me. £2 a packet, which was great because they're usually £4, and it was 7 packs for £10. So my kids are into Pokemon, all 3 of them. So I picked up the cards, got them home, cracked them open, and straight away alarm bells start ringing. Instead of 10 cards in the pack, there was 9. Each of the packs had an EX, and my daughter, who is a master of Pokemon, tells me that they are fake. So I kept 1 pack, hoping to bump into the guy again. I can't throw accusations wildly at him because, he might not know himself. But I've got to have to tell the guy, you're selling some fake cards here, guys. I nearly went straight back down there when I was fuming. But £10 for fake Pokemon cards, not ideal. Tony, Carboot Tony was there. I nearly made a little vid with Tony. I might get him to do a Christmas one. Yeah, for the fans. It's been a while since Tony's been on the channel. He was selling some books. Always £1 a book to Dazzie, or less sometimes. An upgrade to Shy and Psyblade issue number 1. And now this is the second appearance of Witchblade. This goes well with Psyblade She, which is the first appearance. Now this is Witchblade is Sarah Pazzini, and there was a Witchblade TV series back in the day, I think in the early 2000s, maybe late 1990s. She looked shockingly bad, but apparently there is another Witchblade TV series in early stages of development, so time will tell. I had to pick up a second copy, didn't I? So that's 3 copies of that I've got in total now. And talking of Psyblade She, this is a cover I've not seen before. Quite nice, actually. Of course, this is the Battle for Independence, and this is the William Tukey cover B variant. Never seen this one. I've seen quite a few copies of the A cover, but not the B cover. Like I said, this is the first appearance of Witchblade, and the first appearance of the Witchblade entity. Moving on. Where did I pick this one up from? Oh, this was off Car Boot Tony the week prior. The week before. Every time I see this, I'll grab it for cheap enough. Wildcats covert action. I can't even say. Trams, is that? I don't know. But this is the first appearance of the Wildcats team. Second copy for me. Probably get £5 or £6 for that. Decent net. What company is that? Of course, that is Image Comics. This I was delighted to find because every time this is a character that's been in my encyclopedia, in my DC encyclopedia, and every time I go to tick him off, I find the wrong cover because there is a second volume, which I initially thought was the first appearance, but now I find the first appearance in volume 1 of The Resurrection Man from 1997, guys. And the Resurrection Man is Mitch Shelley. Yeah, basically this guy can't die, even though he wants to at times. He's a bit of a homeless guy, a bit of a hobo, and for some reason somebody smiles down on him and he just can't die. So it's the first appearance of the Body Doubles team: Bonnie Hoffman, Carmen Leno, Director Hooker, Irma, and Paula Shelley. And I don't know if I can get it going, but there we go. That's pretty cool, isn't it? Woohoo! Not bad for 50p. Again, like I say, from Planet All Stars. Another pickup from Planet All Stars, which I was happy to add to the collection. I made a Sandman special, didn't I, on Hot Comic Book Alerts. And I showed off various keys that I had, but I didn't have this key. I do now for 50p. This series is coming to Netflix. It's going to boast DC's biggest ever budget, so this could be a big book in times to go. This is Sandman issue 69. Sandman issue number 69. This is the first full appearance of Daniel Hall as the new Dream of the Endless. So, yeah, the second incarnation, I guess, of Dream of the Endless. Happy to add that. Okay, like I say, a Western road trip. You probably saw some of my roaming videos. I didn't pick up too much on the day, which was a bit disappointing, but it was good to get those videos out there, show you where I've been picking up my books, and it was good just to get in the hunt, isn't it? It's the thrill of the hunt. We don't always strike gold. I picked up 1 or 2 winners. This was from the Imaginarium, which I made a video at, and this was for £1. The Ultimates, number 1. Now, there is a first appearance of one of Black Panther's tribal ladies, which I can't remember her name. I think is it Io in this? Yeah, Io, I think. But apparently this book is heating up a bit because Marvel may be going down the road of the Ultimates at some point. This is my second copy. Not bad for £1. You can probably get 10 quid for that at the moment. The first shop I went to in Western, MT Games Limited, such a variety of stuff in there. Even selling guns in the same shop as the comics. Don't often see that. But a ton of good stuff. Let me make a video. Nice staff. Picked up some winners over the years. For 99p, I picked up a couple of books. The first of them, a second copy of Infinity, the free comic book day. Of course, this book is really underrated. I know it's a free book and people don't like spending on free books, but when you've got the first appearance of a big character like Corvus Glaive, and Corvus Glaive was one of the Black Order used by Thanos in both Infinity War and Endgame. And as well as that, this book also reprints the first Thanos solo story from Logo's Run issue 6. So for 99p, like I say, this book goes around about 8 to 10 on eBay. So I'm hoping I can make a couple of quid off that. Corvus Glaive, yeah, cool character, I liked him. This was a good find. I'm not sure how many of you will know about this. This is a real eye-opener of a book too. Very, very mature. It's my first ever Invincible book. Yeah, Invincible. I know number 1 garners a huge coin, but I've never really seen too many on my travels. This is the first key I've ever found. This is Invincible issue 110. Issue 110. Now, why this book is quite valuable is this is a controversial rape issue. Yeah. Basically, Invincible has just had an argument with his partner and he goes flying off. I've read the book, and this woman, I guess a villain, comes down. She can fly just like Invincible and all that lot. And she just attacks him and says, "Look, I want to have a baby with you," basically. And he says, "Oh no, I'm not doing it." And she beats him up. He beats her up. They're basically having a good smackdown. And she gets the better of him. And she rapes him. Yeah. So, yeah, not ideal for the younger viewers. I will not show anything within the book. But, and then she says, it might take a few attempts. And there he is. She flies off. And he's just let there be into a pulp. But like I say, this is a 15 to 20 pound book. So get that for 99p. Yeah, happy days. This was a book I believe that was quite hot at one point. Again, now it's not worth too much. Probably about £5 to £10 range on a good day. But Car Boot Tony, again, a couple of weeks ago, I picked this up from. What did I pay? 80p for this. Good old Tone. This is Superman issue 189. I do like this cover. Do like the cover. This is the first appearance of Tracy 13, a magician who has a romantic history with Blue Beetle, which is the Reyes version, and Natasha Irons. Crikey. Could be another mature book. But I read it. It wasn't a great read. I didn't really enjoy it. I'm not Superman's biggest fan in the comics. I like him on screen, but not in the comics. So. Okay, this is the best of the pickups I did from Planet All Stars. Like I said, he set me the task of trying to find something in the box, and I managed to find this one, which I'm happy about. This is Promethea, issue number 1 from All American Comics. Yeah, this book was really hot at one point. Again, this is a 15 to 20 pound book currently. This is the first appearance of Sophie Bangs, chosen to be the new avatar of Promethea. Read this, again, not blown away by it, but I do like the cover, and like I say, Promethea is, I think, in a few DC books at the moment. Never seen that book before. Pick this one up. Now, this is a bit of a spec book for me, but it's got a bit of a tiny tear on the back cover, so it's low grade, probably 3 to 4, but it's some old Bronze Age goodness. What did I pay for it? £2.99. Firstly, it was a character, again, in my DC Encyclopedia that I can now tick off. Secondly, I'd like to complete this run at some time. I'm a big fan of the Fourth World. And thirdly, we are getting a New Gods movie, and I firmly believe that this character will appear in the movie. Now, the film, I think, is based on the love between Big Barda and Mr. Miracle, and they have to flee Darkseid's world, I believe. And so Darkseid isn't going to be too happy at that, and I think he's going to send out this character. This is the Forever People issue number 11. This is the first appearance of Defiance, the Pursuer, a highly effective hunter under Darkseid's command. I only paid £2.99 for that. Like I say, a little tear on the back cover, but I got a nice little run of Forever People. I need issue 1, but I've got I think I might have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, something like that. So look out for Defiance the Pursuer. I reckon he's going to be in the New Gods movie. Now, like I say, the guy who kind of like annoyed me a little bit at the car boots, suddenly upped his prices. I initially had a look through these boxes and I wasn't too impressed with the £1-pounders out the front. Then I came away and I thought, wait a minute, now this one could be worth something. Looked it up, and I can't really garner a price for this. I've seen it around about the £8 mark on eBay, but I've also seen it as high as 50, 40. So, like I say, this is a UK book. When did it come out? I think it's about 1981, something like that. 1980, November 1980. The book, for £1, is Savage Action, issue number 1. Yeah, magazine style. Look at that. How Spritz can put up some good art. Good stuff. Like I say, can't really garner a price for it. Well, it's only mid-grade, but again, this book can be pricey. There's a lot of high listings on this one. It's black and white inside. There is a Punisher story. There is a Dominic Fortune story, and pretty cool Moon Knight story in the backup, right at the end of the book. So let's see. I'll put it up, and I'm not really sure what to start it with. I might start it bidding at about 15, see if I get any bites. But it's pretty cool either way. Okay, quite a few books still to go actually. First up, Uh, been looking for this book for some time. I saw the trailer the other day. This has just been optioned and it is in. It's coming very very soon. I just saw the trailer for this. I wasn't blown away by it. I've got to be honest. The acting, and it was a bit slow. The choreography looked dreadful. So, but I like to get books of new shows, and I think I did a hot book alert on this back in the day. This is from Oni Press. This is Stunt Time, issue number 1. Yeah, I thought I got this for a steal. £3.50 including shipping. Normally around about £20 book. Now it needs a press. There's something going on down here, I think, but it's nothing colour breaking. So, what can I tell about Stunt Time? Well, this is a premiere issue of a 4-part limited series about a private investigator with a gambling problem who was given the chance to wipe her debt clean if she can. Unless she can find the casino owner's missing granddaughter, she'll clear the debt. This is an ABC series confirmed starring Kobe Smulders. Yeah, she plays the lead role, aka Maria Hill from the MCU. And this is premiering in the fall of 2019 on the ABC channel. I'm full of stats. Right, like I say, I did that Western trip, didn't I? And I don't know if you saw when I was in one of the shops, I picked out a book on the shelf. Well, I went away because it was a bit steep, I thought, the price. But then I looked on eBay and it's under what eBay takes it for. The seller was asking £15 and it was in a lot. It was in a lot of 5 books, so effectively £3 a book, so I couldn't knock it for that. And I just picked up the first appearance of this character in his male form. So now let's add this one. Daredevil issue 111. This is the first appearance and origin of Lady Bullseye. Lady Bullseye was Maki Matsumoto. Read this book as well, pretty good stuff. Now, what makes it even better, this isn't the regular cover. This is the Terry Dodson 1 in 15 retailer incentive variant. So delighted to add that for effectively £3. And like I say, these covers are absolutely stunning. And I told you it came in a lot of 5. So then we have issue 112 to go with that. Look at that, that's gorgeous. And this is the first appearance of Master Oizo, who was like a super villain, martial artist, I think. Read this one as well. This is also the second appearance, obviously, of Lady Bullseye. Then we have, what do we have then? Issue 113. Love these covers. Issue 114. And finally, part 5 of that Lady Bullseye story, issue 115. So happy. I shall only be keeping issues 1 and 2, effectively 111 and 112. The other 3 I will put up in a lot and hopefully get a bite. Okay, so then we go back to this guy again. You know, I said I picked out 4 books from this guy, and he managed to get them at £3 a piece. He was reluctant. I think it was basically because I got my phone out a couple of times and I was having a look. But yeah, it's a bit naughty, isn't it, to tell me to go and have a look and then suddenly slap that sort of money on it. But delighted to find this one. This one, I don't really understand why it's going for about £20 that it is right now. So for £3, I picked up Hawkeye versus Deadpool, issue 0. And the reason this is hot is because this is the first cameo appearance, apparently, of Spider-Gwen, who's Gwen Stacy, obviously. And the first cameo appearance of the female Thor, who later is revealed to be Jane Foster. Now, obviously, we've just had news breaking that we are getting a female Thor, Jane Foster, in, I can't remember what it was called now, Thor Love and something. I'm not thrilled about this, seeing Jane Foster, but Natalie Portman doesn't really do it for me. Quite like to have Padme, but this Jane Foster character, I don't know. We'll see where it goes. But either way, that is a pretty pricey book right now for £3. 2 books to go, guys. And as soon as I saw this one, and it's one of the first books I saw in the box, I thought, right, this one's coming on with me. If you'd given me £10 on this one, I probably would have paid it, because this is easily a £30 to £40 book. I've now listed my old copy, because this is a little upgrade for me, and very nice copy too, 9698 I reckon. For 3 quid, guys, I picked up Amazing Spider-Man issue number 4. This is the original Sin tie-in. Of course, this is the first appearance of Silk. Yeah, Cindy Moon, who becomes Silk. Now, I don't know how many of you know that Cindy Moon is actually in Spider-Man Far From Home and Homecoming. Yeah. So I've got a feeling we're going to see Silk in live action at some point. Now, of course, Silk is being touted to be in the Into the Spider-Verse sequel as well. And Silk is a Korean-American girl who was also bitten by the same radioactive spider as Peter Parker. And that is a nice Humberto Ramos cover. I think I picked my first copy up for about 12 quid a long time ago. So to get another one, very minty, 3 quid. Thank you very much. And we move on to my final book, guys. And Dazzie's always got to have a bit of silver to finish. Now, it was on the bidding. It's a book that's been on my radar for some time. I picked up the first issue of this, one of my favourite ever books. I picked up The Atom, issue number 1, for about 110 quid at a con earlier this year. Delighted to own that book. This was another one that's been bugging me for some time. It was a character that appeared in DC's Legends of Tomorrow. I have picked up The Atom, issue number 3, guys. The Atom, issue number 3. Pretty nice, mid-grade. Now the seller had it on for 5.0. I think maybe a 4 to 4.5. We got a bit of spine wear. This is the main problem. That is the only main problem. Big old tick there. Look. Spine besides that isn't too bad. It's got a bit of wear. It's on his staples, as Dazzie says. The colours pop. What did I pay for it, guys? It was bidding, and I jumped in at the last minute. £26 and 3 pence, I think. It's a good price. This book in this kind of grade is usually a 50 quid plus book. It's the first appearance of Chronos. Yeah, Chronos, who is David Clinton. First appearance and origin of Chronos. And he's a cool little villain. He really is. Basically messes with time. And yeah, good battle with Atom in the book. So that's my books, guys. I'm happy to get this for £26. I think I've got a bit of a steal there. Look at yourselves, guys. It's probably a £40 to £50 book. So just always look this cover. So that's it. That's a wrap. Thanks to everybody who has been subscribing to me. No, I was doing a wardrobe clear out and I found a ton more Star Wars and superhero shirts. So I will be showcasing them soon. There's a couple of my sponsors. We got Booster Gold and we got Metamorpho. I found a first appearance of Metamorpho a little while back for about £1 something. It was coverless, but it's mine. Yeah, I've got your first appearance, mate. Like I say, thanks to everybody for subscribing. If you like what you see, please like, subscribe, share, tag the bell so you don't miss my vids because they come out most days. I'm a busy man. I was up to 709. I'm back to 707, but my word, to pass 700 is mind blowing. Thanks to everyone for your support. Bye for now.